You want to speak English, right? But something is fear is there inside you that is stopping you to speak. In this video lecture, we will talk about how you can speak English naturally and without fear. You will learn about the 10 daily habit architecture to stop translating in your head and overcome speaking anxiety and build real world fluency. So, what's the fear that is lying within you? Is the fear that you will speak, then the people will laugh at you. And beside that, you all think that to speak English fluency, what is needed is grammar rules. And beside that also, you also think to speak English fluent, you also need to know the vocabs. Am I right? But my dear friends, this is not the law of to speak English. In this video lecture, I will teach you that you can speak English naturally and without fear, without having any knowledge of grammar and without having any knowledge of vocabs. So let's see how you can speak English fluently without having the knowledge of grammar and vocabs. Just 10 minutes a day is enough to make you fluent in English. Let's start. The first reason most learners fails because of cognitive overload. Now, what is cognitive overload? We'll see over here. See, generally, the learners who are trying to learn English, they are overloaded with the trap. They think that to learn fluent English, they need to know the grammar, they need to know the vocabs, they need to know the pronunciation, and also fluency all at once. But my dear friends, these all things doesn't come at once, and because of this overload, the brain gets panic and you think that it is easy to not to learn English. In the market also, many of the English classes has created a type of pressure that it has added a burden to your head. But in truly speaking, I would say that English is not inherently hard. Your mind makes it hard through overcomplication. So what's the simple shift? I'll give you the simple shift. Let's see. Go slow. You have to speak slowly. See, actually when you try to speak faster, that shows your lack of confidence. Try to speak each word after thinking twice or thrice. Go slow but without fear and be real. Fluency is built through small, isolated daily habits rather than massive, exhausting study sessions. So if you want to build fluency, you have to just carry forward with small words and small words. You have to just practice each day. For example, as you can see the cup over here, the saucer over here lying on the table, you can pick up any topic and try speaking. You can see that the saucer is used to carry tea forward and it is used to serve the people. In the table also, I can see the books are lying over there, and beside that, this side on the image, you can see there are plenty of books kept over in the table. So by taking a small sentences and by practicing, you can get fluent in English. Lesson 1. So what is the lesson 1? Let's see. Speak 5 simple sentences daily out loud. You have to take 5 sentences every day. It can be on any topic that is lying inside your house. It can be either of pen, pencil, cup, pen, ball, anything, but you have to speak out. You have to write and say about those 5 things that are kept in your home and try to speak in front of the mirror. That will also help you to get confidence. What is the metric? From 5 simple sentences, for example, I am learning English, I feel good, I am trying. Repeat each one 5 to 10 times out loud. If you repeat the word loudly, what happens? You develop the psychology. And what is the psychology? The psychology is that your brain learns through repetition. See, your brain, it gets trained through repetition. Your mouth learns through speaking. When you speak, your mouth gets fluent, your mouth gets widened up, and you get to know about the pronunciation of each words. Your brain fear what it doesn't practice. So if you don't practice, what the psychology is that your brain starts fearing. You fear to speak in front of the public. But if you do the warm-up exercise daily, when you will come in front of the public fear will vanish. So avoid speaking only makes the fear grow. So if you are trying to avoid that, when you will learn the grammars and when you will learn the vocabs and then you will speak English, my dear friends, you're making the greatest mistake. So try speaking small sentences daily, slowly and repeatedly. The golden rule: do not speak in your mind, never speak in your mind. See, obviously, if you speak in your mind, you will not develop the habit of speaking out, and if you don't develop the habit of speaking, you will have the problem in pronunciation, you will have the problem in speaking out in public. So if you are afraid that someone might hear you, you can do the one thing is that you can go to another room or the terrace where no one is there to hear you out, but use your voice. You have to speak out loud. Confidence comes from doing, not thinking. Just remember, confidence that you are trying to gain of speaking fluent English will come through practicing, not by thinking only. So keep practicing and leave thinking behind. What the world is going to speak, leave the fear. As you can see in the image here also, if I'll try to explain what the boy is trying to do, he's trying to practice the shadow practice. He's taking out in podcast or TEDx and trying to put it on his ears and trying to speak it loud. In this way, you also, when you go to the park or when you are in the market or you are traveling in bus or train, you can use your headphones and speak some hear some podcast, and this will also help you to increase your fluency. You can speak out the words loud, you can read out the subtitles, and slowly this will give out your fear out. Lesson 2. So what's this lesson 2? Let's see. Master 10 simple words. Now daily you have to master 10 simple words, useful as the 10 simple words rather than complex vocabulary. So what are the 10 simple words you have to master to improve your English fluency? Is that the words that are used in your daily life. For example, you eat, you go, you come, like, want, feel, see, want, make, see, work, etc. These are the simple words which you can practice, and daily, every day you have to write down every single simple words that you use in your daily life. So what is the strategy behind it? The strategy is that fluency is about easy expression, not difficult vocabulary, my friends. So fluency, if you want to get, it is about easy expression. The more you express, the more you become fluent. And if you think that hard words can make your English fluent, then you are wrong. Write 10 simple words daily. You have to write down in your notebook, because that will also give you out the fear when your brain and your hand will synchronize and both cerebrum and cerebellum will start working together. And read them at night to combine visual speaking and writing memory. You have to read down the words that you have written in the morning or in the daytime, and you have to read the words out loud in the night. When no one is there to speak you can speak it out loudly. So already, as I have told you, that 10 words alone can create 100 sentences. These 10 words, you can see, this can create more than 100 sentences. For example, today I ate chapati. He tries to eat but he couldn't. He go to school. He will come from school. I like him. He likes you. I want that. He want to go to the party. I feel he is happy. I feel he is sad. This photo makes me happy. I want to see him. I want to work with him. Ramu and Syamu play with each other. So in this type of way, you can make sentences with each word that you have in your daily life. You have to write down in your daytime and read out the words loudly at night. So now we'll see the case study of Emma's shift. Emma failed when memorizing words like extraordinary and magnificent because she couldn't use them. She succeeded by switching to 10 simple words, using them in context, and achieving conversational confidence within weeks. So here is a girl named Emma who thought of using the complicated words like magnificent and extraordinary, but the problem was that she could not use them in her daily use sentences, daily speaking sentences. So at last, so what she did, she took the help of 10 simple words and she used to make sentences out of that 10 simple words, and she used to practice daily, and this helped Emma to improve her fluency in English within few weeks. So these are the tips in lesson 2 which you have to follow. Now we'll go with lesson 3. So what lesson 3 tries to teach us, we'll see over here. Treat listening as your silent superpower. Try to listen, whatever the things that you are there, try to listen to things. For example, the podcast of the English channel, you can hear my channel also. You can just put on your headphones and try to hear what I'm trying to say. You can keep the subtitles on and read out the words, and not only that, you can just pause and try to repeat after me. This will also help you to do the shadow practicing, which is very much important to make your ears and mind muscles work. So your ears are like muscles. The more you train them with slow, clear English, the stronger they become. Remember it. Your ears are like muscles. The more you train them with slow, clear English, the stronger they become. So you have to make your ears strong, and you have to train them with the hard words as well as the daily podcast, which you can watch on the YouTube in my channel itself, as well as TEDx channel, which will help you to develop the art of speaking. So what is the golden technique in lesson 3? Just try to listen. The golden technique is that you have to listen, then you have to pause, you have to stop for a minute, and then you have to repeat. So the 3 golden strategies that you have to follow in lesson 3 is that listen, pause, and repeat. Do not just listen for entertainment, listen for practice. Use slow English and short sentences for 5 to 10 minutes daily. See, if you are trying to listen for entertainment, what you will do, you will just pass it on. So if you will try to listen for practice, what you will do, you will just pause the video and try to repeat the wordings of the characters, what they are trying to speak, and this repeating of the words by the help of the characters will help you to get their pronunciation, their accent, and this will build your fluency in English. Case study, you can see I brought this PDF with lots of effort, and these are the master strategies which you will get nowhere. Just try to focus on this. You can make notes of it, and this will help you a lot in your English speaking journey. So what the case study over here? Leo's breakthrough. Leo knew all the grammar rules but understood nothing when people spoke. He started training his ears just 10 minutes a day with simple audio. Slowly, words separated, sentences formed, and speaking improved automatically. So here's a guy named Leo. Actually, he was quite fluent in grammar, but understood nothing when people spoke in front of him. So out of doing this much also, Leo realized that grammar learning and vocab learning won't help him to speak fluent English. So what he did? He started training his ears only for 10 minutes a day with simple audio. Slowly words got separated, sentence formed, and speaking improved automatically. So this is the lesson 3 that you have to remember. So in lesson 4, what you will see, that use reading out loud to absorb natural sentences patterns. So you have to practice this lesson 4 strategy. These are the golden strategies. You have to read out loud to absorb natural sentences pattern. If you read out loud, what will happen? Your brain will synchronize with the words, and your mouth will also get used to the accent and pronunciation of the words. So what is the method? The method is read slowly. Feel every word. You have to feel every word that you are reading. Read out loud. You have to read out loud that the book you are reading, you have to read it loud. So your eyes, brains, and mouth and ears all work together. So if you want to speak the art or the accent, the pronunciation of the native speakers, if you want to grab the accent of the native speakers, you have to read slowly and you have to feel every word. You have to read out loud, so your brain, eyes, and mouth and ears all work together. They all get synchronized. The psychology behind it. What is the psychology? Psychology is that reading gives you ready-made sentence patterns. When you are trying to read something, then you get the ready-made, pre-made sentence patterns. Your brain copies this structure. Your brain tries to copy this structure, and so you never have to build sentences from zero. Start with short 5-line stories. You can read either comic stories. You can read the newspapers also, English newspapers, and you have to read it out loud. And the psychology behind it is that it will give you ready-made sentence patterns. Now see the case study behind it. See, Lily hated reading and her English had stalled. She forced herself to read simple stories for 10 minutes daily. Her speaking improved automatically and her brain absorbed the visual patterns. So Lily was a girl. Actually, her English had got stalled, and she forced herself to read simple 10 minutes daily, reading out loud. And this reading out loud automatically helped her brain to absorb the visual patterns. And slowly, Lily developed the art of speaking loudly, and this helped Lily to improve her pronunciation as well as the accent. Lesson 5. Bypass the translation block and think directly in English. See, what the problem is that whenever you see something, you try to translate it into your mind, and by the way you translate and try to speak it in English, first you try to translate it into native language what the next person is trying to speak, and when you try to translate it in English, time passes away, and this creates a fear inside you. So you have to bypass, you have to cross that translation block and think directly in English itself. So what the translation block will see an object, think in native language, translate in brain, speak English. So what the result of this? Slow, hesitant speech. 90% of the speakers follow this strategy, 90%, and because of that they are not fluent. They are not fluent in English because whenever they see an object, they think in their native language, in their regional language, and in the mind they try to translate it. Whenever they try to translate it and whenever they try to speak in front of the public, the result is that they get slow. By the time the train has already passed away, and this creates a hesitation within them, and because of that the speech, they stammer to speak in front of the public. So what is the direct path? So direct path is that see an object, direct English level, speak English, result natural fast speech. For example, you are seeing a road, directly you can speak, you have to observe that. What you will observe, that there are lots of people in the road is quite broad, and today we can see that the road is crowded, there is lots of traffic, some people are selling their vegetables at the footpath side, many of the cyclists are also there. In this way, when you will try to observe something and then you will try to speak, then your mind automatically gets trained to speak. No need to translate in your native language, just try to speak out by observing the things carefully and take each and every word in English itself. The action step is that practice small thinking, look around and directly level reality. This is my room, I am sitting. So small thinking can help you. Just wherever you are sitting, whatever the environment you are in, just try to look around it and try to speak out. For example, if you are sitting in your room, you can say, this is my room, I am sitting, this is my study table, you can see the chair lying over there, my books are kept on the table. In this way, by speaking small sentences daily, will make your pronunciation and your accent grow stronger. Now we'll go with the case study. See, in every lesson I'm going with the case study to show you what are the pros and cons if you follow the method that I'm teaching you. Banned internal translation entirely. The first week was grueling, but after 1 month he stopped translating completely and his fluency grew exponentially. See here, banned internal translation entirely. The first week was grueling, but after 1 month he stopped translating completely and his fluency grew exponentially. At first it might be a problem to you because see, actually what happens, you are used to speak in your native language, you're used to think in your native language, and then in your brain you try to think out the English words of the surroundings that you are seeing, and then you try to translate it in English. As a result, you get slow and hesitant. But once you develop the art of observing the objects clearly and whatever English you know, you try to speak it out loud, the brain gets automatically trained, and slowly after 1 month or after a few weeks, you will get used to the habit. Every habit requires some time, so give your brain some time to get fluent to it. So these are the things that you have to follow in lesson 5, that you have to bypass the translation block and think directly in English field. No need to memorize, speak difficult words. Mastering 10 simple words is enough. Skimming fast and silently has gone. Now you have to reading short paragraphs slowly and out loud. You have to practice out reading short paragraphs slowly and loudly. The old method, native language, translate, speak, has gone. Now you have to direct English leveling. Small thinking can help you to speak fluently. Mindless scrolling and passive listening just for enjoying or entertainment will want work to help you. Pause, shadow repeat, active mirroring. You have to speak in front of the mirror. You have to repeat. You have to do the shadow techniques by pausing after every single sentences. 2 hours randomly once a week. Practicing for 2 hours once in a blue moon won't help you. 10 minutes, focused minutes every single day will help you to get fluent in English. So your 10 minutes daily blueprint. Minute 1 to 2, read out loud a short 5-line story. You have to read out loud a short 5-line story. For minute 3 and 4, output. Write down 10 simple words and speak 5 sentences out loud. You have to write down 10 simple words and you have to speak out 5 sentences loudly. For minutes 5 and 8, shadowing. What is the minutes 5 Shadowing, listen to simple audio, pause and actively shadow the speaker's tone. You have to shadow the speaker's tone. Minutes 9 and 10, thinking. Look around the room and describe it directly in English. Try to describe it. And at the night time, you can add on bonus is that write 5 simple sentences about your day before falling asleep. So you have to write down in your notebook about the things that you did for the whole day, and this will give your brain the boost up. So my dear friends, the journey begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Real learning only starts when you feel a little uncomfortable. If you wait for tomorrow, you will be in the exact same place a year from now. Just comment, I will start today. Make a promise to yourself, not to anyone else. Start your 10 minutes today itself. So, I would like to hear who all of you are ready to start your English journey, English speaking journey from today onwards. Just comment it in the comment box. And take a vow that you will practice all the lessons that I have taught you in this video. One more request, kindly subscribe this channel and share it among your friends, so you and your family members and your friends can start the journey of speaking English fluently. Thank you. Keep tuned.